Instagram Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
And Fuck It Up recently had another TikTok surge. So
Did
I'm
it?
sure, yeah. So it was some young kids playing on it, and I'm sure that's gold, right?
Double. It's double.
Oh, it's double.
Yeah, I just ain't certified.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's double.
Shit, you gotta certify that. I need some more shit to brag about.
I didn't know it went viral again.
Yeah, it went viral again. The kids, they was all that tech, fucking dancing to Fuck It Up.
I had no fucking clue. Not a fucking clue.
That's the beauty of TikTok. We gotta keep TikTok alive.
Let me look at my streams.
How was LA for you? Was it a culture shock?
Nah. They treated me like royalty.
You a real Oakland, like you really from the town.
Yeah.
So what was the similarities and differences? Of course they got
Just
gangs.
game banging, that's it.
Just gangs. Yeah.
But as far as the core of the niggas, it's damn near the same shit. Ain't a ghetto in America I can't go where niggas ain't the same type of niggas.
That's real shit.
Niggas gonna be niggas. And
That's
how
real
you
shit.
approach and how you carry yourself, how they respect you. And I carry myself like a queen, so the niggas honor me like that in every culture. So I don't be having no problems.
And
I used to be in Slauson by myself. Niggas be like, why are you there? Go home.
Oh,
I'm like, no,
shit.
these niggas cool. They cool. They taking some pictures and shit.
you know,
I'm over there like I'm
in
in
the
Oakland. So I'm going over here like I'm going to fucking Durant Square.
Like it's Durant.
I'm putting slap in the car and shit. I'm sitting there tinting the windows. I'm like, bitch, why is you over here at the swap meet getting speakers in your fucking car? You on the fucking radio every day over here with the swap meet. I'm like,
that
shit.
that's
I
a
didn't know no
real
better
hood.
shit. I'm like, I don't know.
You like, nigga, this Durant.
Buying gold teeth chains and shit, all this. Like, I just doing shit. I'm like, shit, it's normal.
Did you have any trouble down there?
Never.
No, nothing.
No, I told you everybody loved me. It was like I don't even present myself like that though.
No, you don't.
I feel like when you like obviously niggas know I ain't no bitch. Like I ain't going, but it's like I'm not just walking in the room like I'm the toughest bitch in the fucking America.
Right.
I'm walking in smiling how you doing and respecting everybody. So I don't feel like it would be an issue because even the toughest bitch in the room, she gonna look like a sucker if you just try to fight me just because I'm Kamaiyah.
Right.
Because I ain't coming in here like, what's up, bitch, to you. I'm like, what's up? How you doing?
Right.
How's your mom doing? Everybody. I respect everybody. So
Keep it real though, Kamaiyah. I wouldn't try you.
Nah, I'm gonna shoot back.
You don't look like a motherfucker to just be
Tell you right
trying.
now, I'm shooting back.
You don't
Actually, I'm shooting first.
You don't look like a motherfucker to be trying though. That don't go.
Like, shit, I don't know.
I wouldn't try you.
I don't be playing them type of games. I just feel like it's either you or me, and I got a lot to live for.
Yeah.
So don't play with me like that. And I respect people like that because I feel like everybody feel that way, especially right now.
Facts.
More than anything, nobody want to fight. Everybody want to go home. So it's like
Like
shit.
real
I'm not
shit.
even approaching nobody on that type of energy. Now, if you tried me, you gonna meet Jesus.
Yeah, for sure.
Upper room.
Is the ill Yaya direct correlation to the ill Nana?
Mm-hmm. I was playing that album every day.
Yeah.
Now I can't rock with you
Yeah.
no more.
That
I
shit
had
slap.
3 CDs I played every day faithfully right before I made Good 90 Ghetto. It was Tupac Greatest Hits, the China Doll album, and Il Nana. It was in my rotation every day. Then Big Sean's, what's the name of that? Dark Skies, whatever the fuck that shit. That shit was in the rotation
Dark Sky,
too.
Blue Nights, or
Whatever fuck
something
shit.
like
That shit, them albums, that's when I met him. I was like, nigga, that album made me feel like I was gonna be famous. Thank you.
that. Dark Sky Paradise.
That shit. I played that motherfucker.
Big Sean he's always had a retro type style to him too.
Yeah, that shit. Nothing Was the Same was too. I love Nothing Was the Same. That was a great album. Because you could tell that's when fame started hitting Drake. Like, damn, this shit ain't what it used to be. You know? It was like he was starting to realize like his life is about to change to a point that he can't go back. And that's why I like that album. Even to this day, I go back and listen to that because it's like I feel him. When you get to that point where it's like, ooh, shit, all right.
Yeah.
It's either here or there. You don't want to go back there, so just keep going up.
How was Rolling Loud coming to do that back at home?
Shit regular.
It was
You
regular.
gotta think about how many festivals I did before Rolling Loud.
But you looking at the shit you drove by every day. You looking at that Coliseum in the back.
I'm supposed to be there.
Nothing.
No, I feel like I feel like I'm supposed to be selling out Oakland Arena in my mind. So it's like shit. That shit don't mean nothing special to me. People ask me that all the time when I'm getting on the stage. I'm like, honestly, I can barely see y'all because there's so many fucking lights. So it ain't even nothing about that. I'm just focused on not fucking falling up here. That's my priority. But me being on the stage itself, I feel like I'm supposed to be here. So
Did you get embraced by the East Coast and the South?
I'm like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta. Atlanta love me. Same thing with New York. I just told you I was in the studio more than once with the ASAP mob. It's not like people don't. Puffy was the first person who held a Good Night in the Ghetto.
Really?
Yes. And he stood up and clapped. True story.
Wow.
True story. You can ask my manager, you can ask YG. Puffy stood up and clapped. That's when I knew I was like, ha.
I Got it.
Bitch, you gonna make it. I feel like I was on Making the Band. The nigga was in the corner. He had his hat low. You couldn't see shit. I'm like, damn, you. Because YG just put me on the spot. He like, yeah, I got this orders. I just signed her. She from Oakland. She over. They started playing the music. And Puffy just sitting there. And I'm like, fuck. That nigga stood up and he started clapping. I was like, oh, shit. We got some shit. I kid you not. The shit blew up. So I knew.
Where was the album recorded at?
The album was recorded here.
Where?
YG was recording his album at Snoop Dogg's studio in L.A., his little compound. So
Okay.
Puffy happened to come in there. And then while we was in the room, he like, I just signed this order. She hard. Her name Kamaiyah. He like, say what's up. So I'm like, hey. I'm like nervous and shit because, you see the shit on TV.
Right.
You don't know what the fuck to expect. But then he was like, at the end, he just stood up. He started clapping. We was all like, oh, shit. Like me and all my friends looking at each other and shit.
That's dope as fuck.
That shit felt like an episode of Making the Band. I swear to God, I used to be playing that music for that nigga, and you got to see if this nigga don't like it or not. Like, oh my God, this nigga finna boo me.
What studio did you go to out here?
Fault Line. It don't exist no more. That shit don't even exist no more.
Well, and who was your engineer? Because all that shit was on point.
Chris Paxton. But I started recording him at Nexus in Oakland. So I had been knowing Chris since I was like 18.
Okay.
Like, anybody who know me will tell you, I'm probably one of the only artists in the industry that's from the Bay that don't mind paying for shit, because I've been paying for it from the beginning.
Yeah.
You can't get these niggas to pay for no
You
beats
can't
on
get
sessions.
these niggas to pay for shit.
But I've been used to paying for music since I was 18.
A nigga gonna have
Quality music at that.
$7,000 worth of drip, but that nigga will
Nigga
not
have
pay
$7,000 in his
$25
pocket.
studio.
Nigga be in front of you dangling 20,000. You be like, all right, give me $250 for a beat. He be like, yeah, bruh, you feel me? Nigga, you just dangled 30,000. That's just the Bay. These niggas are janky.
Bay. And do that hold us back?
Yes. Because I feel like everything is a conversation.
It is.
And I feel like even if you don't want to spend whatever it is you think you have to spend, it could be a conversation you say, because I feel like our biggest issue is nobody builds with somebody to create a sound. You go to this nigga and then he try to charge you, now you going to this nigga, and all your shit sound crazy. Versus you building with one person and y'all become family. Like, that nigga is my family.
Right.
That nigga produces a lot of my music,
Right.
but niggas don't even know, like, when he around, who the fuck he really is for real.
Right.
But we really family because it's like, nigga, I knew you since high school and we both have the vision of the same shit, so why not build together?
Yeah.
It's a conversation, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of niggas would just be like, fuck that nigga. And then go to a whole nother producer and have him make the sound of the beats that he just made for you. I think that's kind of janky.
It is. I hate that.
That's
shit.
some janky shit.
That's some janky ass shit. How did your tenure at 400, how did it finally just come to a head? Was there ever a conversation?
I said, I'm leaving. I made a call. I said, fuck this. That was that simple. Hey, I'm not doing this no more. And then Joey Manda called. He was like, wait, let's just do a meeting. Make sure everything's straight. Da-da-da-da. YG didn't show up. And then Joey just looked me in my eyes. He's like, I want you to know. I want you to win. I'm your friend. I want you to succeed. I'm going to let you go. And he just let me go. I don't understand nothing to this day. But I feel like YG showing up was a sign to them that he didn't care, and that was the issue from the hand. So Joey's like, I cared. I wanted you to win. So I want you to know, no matter where you go, bitch, I fucked with you. Whatever was going on that side, it is what it is. To me personally, I feel like it was a sign of disrespect for him not to show up. It's just emotions. You're being emotional, because at the end of the day, as a CEO, if you really wanted your artist to be here, you would fight for her. You would have been like, hey, you know what? What can we do to rectify this to make you stay? Right. You didn't show up at all. So it's like, shit, that's all I needed. Get me the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Get the shackles off my feet.
But you stayed in LA for a while.
Yeah.
And you moved. Well, did you start Keep It Lit after that? Yeah. I got a Keep It Lit hat.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got the luxury hat. And that's a common term that we use here. But is that still going? Keep It Lit, or you got a different label too?
Nah.
No, it's still Keep It Lit.
Yeah, look
Okay.
on my music on the bottom.
Okay.
Go to your Apple Music.
Yeah. So how does that work now with people like? Did you think about going back to a major?
Sorry, it's cold as fuck in here. God damn.
There's probably a heater thing on there at the moment.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just fucking freezing.
Did you think about signing to anybody else? Like major label?
I mean, I'm still open to it on my terms, but not right now. I feel like we're in a different game, so I feel like I'd rather have a catalog and then negotiate versus me come to you and I'm at your hand and Bay. Makes no sense.
We in a way different game.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
Like
what the game is doing now is what the Bay been doing for 30 years. That's it.
You got one of the biggest looks an artist could have. I also still have my Sprite can. You know. That motherfucker,
I don't even have one.
that motherfucker, you could bend it now. It ain't firm like a can because it's probably flat as a motherfucker.
Listen, I don't even have one, so thank you for keeping it.
I still got my Sprite can. I got yours and Pops.
Oh shit, that's
you know
hard.
What I'm saying? And also, I wanted to keep Pops because of DJ Duro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah,
Produce, keep your head up. But how was that? Having a Sprite fucking commercial.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's a kid from East Oakland.
I didn't understand it. Like, to me, I look at my career, and then a lot of my shit is like Mirror Man and Hammer. And it's crazy we from the same hood. It's like, you doing this, you doing that. He did this. Like, he had the Coca-Cola, he had this. I'm just waiting on my cereal and cartoon.
man, that's coming. Hey, a Yaya cartoon would be dope as hell.
Oh, God in heaven.
What's your relationship with Susie, Rugrats?
So it was just, to me personally, she used to just ride on them niggas. You'll never see her. Then when you see her, she riding on them niggas and she go back into the library. That's kind of like me. If you know my friends, they'll tell you, like, this bitch, she be talking shit and she just go back in her room, she stay in her room. So I just feel like I vibed with her on that type of level.
Yeah, that's hard. Another accomplishment, XXL freshman.
Yeah. I knew that was going to happen, though. I knew that was going to happen.
You knew it was going to happen?
Yeah, I built a relationship with Vanessa, and I was too hard to not
I
be
gotta
on
start thinking like you, man. Like my shit, like you manifested the fuck out of this shit.
Because it's like, how can you not get something that you say you want? If you want it, you bad enough, you're going to get it.
That's a fact.
And if you want it, it depends on your terms, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people be desperate. I don't do shit out of desperation. I do shit out of the will to know what I deserve. So I feel like in your mind, your timeline might not be my timeline or God's. So I don't care what you see, because I see what the fuck, like even right now, if I say I'm going to get 10 Grammys, the niggas would be like, hell no, and then look up and be like, this bitch said it, because in your mind, you like, she should have been had 10 Grammys.
Right.
But me, I'm like, no, them 10 Grammys going to come when the fuck God says I deserve my 10 Grammys.
Right. You, and your freshman class is fucking, that's another thing. You can make XXL freshman with a bunch of your freshman classes, you have, rest in peace, XXX Tentacion, PNB Rock, both rest in peace. A Boogie with the Hoodie, Playboy Cardi, Made in Tokyo, Amine, Ugly God, Cap G, and Kyle. That is a fucking cold lineup. More than half of this list is still doing crazy. It big.
Out of here, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, and the only woman.
Yeah.
Shit. That's some cold shit, man. Like,
you know what I like about freshman classes, though? I swear to God, I always tell niggas. When you look at the class, it be the niggas y'all looking at that's propping that don't never be the one that be. Man. And you go look back 10 years later, it be the motherfucker. Man. You like, how the fuck they end up doing that? And that's why I like about XXL freshmen, because it's like, when I looked at the class with Kendrick and them niggas, it was the niggas that you didn't even, you're like, damn, that's the nigga now. So it's like, you can't base it on what you see in that moment, because even with our class, Cardi wasn't what Cardi is, but look at Cardi now.
Not at all. Yeah, exactly. And then
it was other niggas. The A Boogies and other niggas was way bigger. So now you look now, it's like, damn, this nigga is the nigga.
That's real shit.
He's like one of the 3-4 top niggas in the game right now. So it's like, shit,
it's so funny. It's funny you mentioned Kendrick, because Charlamagne said the other day that Kendrick was looking fly at the Grammys, but I remember Kendrick sitting down on the Breakfast Club and he told that nigga he looked like a janitor. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, like you just see now.
You gotta let age with grace. I'm telling you, even with me, a lot of people probably still like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah.
And then one day gonna be like, that's that bitch.
Yeah.
So I don't take.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Performing recently at the Coliseum at the Moneybag Yo and Ride Waves. I do know this from talking to Dame. Moneybag Yo was like, God damn. Like, he was like, what the fuck? You thinking like, oh, nigga, you just now discovering it. Because you got to think, if you go somewhere and then somebody walk out in their hometown, there's 20,000 people out here. Yeah. 20-something thousand people, and they go bananas. You're like, what the fuck?
Now, he already said he was aware of who I was, though. Bag was like, because, Damn, he like, this Kamaiyah. He like, I know who that is. How it is. Nigga try to be all cool and shit.
Yeah. He ain't never seen that. Like, he never got to see you, you know what I'm saying, rock. So it's like, God,
he probably like, this bitch got this motherfucker booming.
Yeah, like, who the fuck? Like, how the fuck am I just now seeing one of her shows, like, in this capacity? You know what I'm saying? I like to call your style, when I just sum it up, I just say 95. Because I say after the Chronic,
it's something like that in the middle.
After Doggy Style. So you got 93, 94.
Well, what year did A Different World come out? Because that's what the fuck I just like, I was in the midst of my career.
Well, you just like A Different World when they was in their prime.
Like, if you look at How Does It Feel, the cardigans, the funky shit.
Yeah.
That was me watching that shit. So I be all on eBay. I be thrifting a lot. Like, this shit I got on right now, I be thrifting. I like the old shit.
Yeah.
So on Different World, I was like, damn, I like these outfits. So I was on eBay ordering old granny looking ass sweaters and shit. That's just
Did you have a cross-color deal?
I should have.
I thought I
was fucking should have.
Why the fuck they done
So I
signed?
missed the mark on cross colors and champion because them two alone, me and the Hoochies, made that shit what it is.
Hot.
We made that shit have a resurgence, and I went to them specifically because TLC. So TLC wore cross colors like a motherfucker, and I was like, I liked y'all because of that. I told them T-Boz was my cousin, whatever the case may be, and then they started giving me free clothes. And in missing me having free clothes with them, now you got the people like Bruno Mars, who tours you're sponsoring, who wasn't even thinking about you fucking 2 years ago.
Right.
Champion, same shit. Champion start fucking having this crazy research, all this shit, because the Hoochies used to go viral a lot on Tumblr, whatever. So if we wearing something, I'm always making sure that they get a box. I'm like, if I get something, y'all got to get them something. So now everybody's seeing us, and they like, oh, y'all all got on X, Y, and Z. It's making it look like some crazy shit, and I wasn't getting my worth at that time.
That's crazy because I just thought for sure.
Fuck no, I didn't get no money out of
They
that.
dropped the ball though, for real. Well, maybe they just stole your sauce and then went on somewhere else with it. But Starter also missed the opportunity to fuck with you. Like, but it's not too late for none of you motherfuckers. You know, come bring that bag. You know what I'm saying? Because she is the representative of this style. Like, and that shit never goes away.
Nah,
it don't matter what people start doing. The shit never goes away. An album that never dropped was an album with you and Kehlani.
Yeah.
I was waiting on that.
I just asked her recently to drop it. She's like, well, we can't. I was like, I told the fans, I said, I tried. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. And I think I was probably, because I be on my shit, you know, this is what I do. And I was probably one of the first people to figure out it wasn't coming out. But then the single dropped. And then I saw your reaction.
Because that shit wasn't supposed to come out.
Right. So how did you feel about that? And then you was removed from the song.
So I feel like it was just a respect and integrity thing. Like, we had a meeting, we talked about it, we said we was gonna part ways with it. Just respect that, you know? Because even if I was like thirsty for fame, it's still a version with me on it. You still haven't heard to this day. Legally, I could put it out because I own 10% of the record, obviously, because I was on it. But I don't. I just feel like it was never about that. It was more so
just
about...
send it to me. You ain't got to put it out.
You know, it was more so like, we sisters, we going through some differences, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least let the business be the business. You know, that's what I feel like it caught us a bigger rip at that time. Yeah. We 5 years past that, but at that time I was like, fuck her.
Yeah.
I kick your ass. Like, cause I gotta think about it. I had a chip on my shoulder. I just felt like the whole industry was playing with me. I had just left my label. I was going through this transition, and then I'm just like, life. I'm trying to figure out who I am, and it's like, you know that, and then you turn around, I'm like, this is the same shit I dealt with over there. So it was just like a thing that I just felt. But now I'm like, it is what it is.
And my thing is, like, for me, like, I could just look at two women. I could be like, you know, when people get to bragging on their hometown and what, if I'm just like, look at this. This is, nigga don't get no better than this. You know what I'm saying? This is the best of both worlds. I could imagine what this fucking album sounds like.
Phenomenal. It was an extremely great body of work, but you guys may never know.
Damn, man. We don't, you know what I mean? You know, unfortunately, we never know, but I'm sure it's a great album. Maybe y'all do something in the future. How you feel about Keisha?
I love Keisha.
Yeah.
That's like Keisha got on that record. I called her.
Yeah.
She was like, y'all don't fuck with me, man. Niggas don't love me. I'm like, Keisha, bye. Because that's just Keisha. Like, girl, people don't know Keisha's live around the corner from me, so Keisha just pop up sometimes. I was like, Keisha had the back door, let her in. Me and Keisha had a good relationship. So I love Keisha. Keisha like a big sister to me, but it's like she getting her moves. When she don't want to be bothered with nobody, she'll block me, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Then I see her, and it's love again. That's just Keisha.
Some crazy shit, too, that I think we all found out. Actually, I sent this to him the day that you disclosed that Travis Scott told you he listened to Filthy Rich. Yeah. I sent that to Phil. I said, nigga, do you know this? Have you ever heard? You know, like, tap in. Like, you don't fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Because I think in Oakland, we be so self-absorbed. We be in our own world.
Now, niggas don't think that you good enough that another nigga even pay attention to you. But
you
it's
know
like,
what I'm saying?
I am who I am because Drake saw me before the world did. So don't never think these niggas ain't looking at you. I don't give a fuck if that video got 2,000 views. Man. One of them, that 1999 view could be one of these niggas that you don't even know that you would think is looking at it.
That is a fact.
So I would never not think that a motherfucker, especially not me right now. And this I always tell him that, my producer. I'd be like, nigga, these niggas watching. Yeah. Niggas just dick suckers. They wait till the world to say you good enough. The reason that made Drake dope and why he is who he is, no matter what the fuck is going on right now, and I never go against him, is because he was the first nigga to always tell a nigga they was dope. And he'd be like, you know, it's because you dope, and we could both mutually benefit from each other before you go here, I'm going to give you a record. Yeah. Because it was a mutual beneficial relationship. Yeah. Now your city going to always love him, and he giving you his fans.
Right.
So it was like a thing that was a barter system for him. Right. And I feel like that's what made him dope. He was like the industry's best kept secretive A&R. Mm-hmm. That nigga was always finding this shit before everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Windows.
Yeah.
Was that on the label? Or?
Yeah, that was the last song before I was like, fuck you.
And you got Quavo on there.
So Quavo was on there first, and then there was a version with Rich the Kid. So it's a whole nother version nobody's never heard with Rich the Kid on it. Well, he was like, you need to keep that shit West Side. Put the homie on it. First he wanted to get on. I'm like, I'm not about to keep putting you on my songs. Right. I'm not doing this. Right. So he was like, well, put Tiger on it. Then he was like, if you put Tiger on it, I'll make the label shoot the video. Because I felt like I'm at your hand in bay. I can't do nothing unless you approve. Right. So I put Tiger on it. I personally felt like the version with Rich the Kid would have been more successful. Because it would have took me to the other side all the way. Okay. I'll be looking at it from a business perspective. I'm from the West already. Why would I put another nigga from the West? Right. Like when Tiger did Taste, he put Offset. Because it made more sense. Yes. But yeah, he made me put him on it. We shot the video. No impact that radio, no promotion, no help. It just did what it did. To this day, I think it got like 20, 30 something million views, no push. I feel like if you had to push, the motherfucker would be gold.
Is it your biggest song? No. Oh, no. No, it couldn't be. No. But it still ended up being big.
But it would have been bigger.
If they would have pushed it.
Yeah. Same thing with Fuck It Up. Imagine if Fuck It Up is double platinum with no radio promotion, no nothing, just organically, the fucking song would be 7 times platinum right now. And we actually had a push with it. It's an undeniable record. It's crazy. The energy. So it's like, I look at it from that perspective. When I told him that, even about that record, he's like, a record saying Fuck It Up can't be on the radio. I'm like, nigga, your biggest record is my nigga. Like, I was like trying to figure out his logic and shit. Like, what? This makes no sense.
What is the edit for that song? Instead of Fuck It Up, what is it?
There's no edit, nigga. We fucking it up.
So it never played on the radio?
It was never on the radio. That's all organic.
God damn.
All organic. That song's never been on the radio.
That song huge for no radio.
Never. I'm trying to tell you, if that shit was on the radio,
damn.
You wouldn't know me right now. Chateau Kamaiyah.
And Windows, rest in peace to the Rocket, Takeoff. He's in that video. Yeah. Like, Kamaiyah put Takeoff on the top of a yellow bus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you did though. Like, this legendary shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I enjoy doing this, because it's storytelling. It's like, you did that. Like,
you want to know the backstory to that? So I've never said this before. So me and Quavo was real close, and I used to have a little crush on Takeoff. Okay. He brought up to the video. He's like, I got a little gift for you. That's why he was there. So he wasn't supposed to be there. Quavo just put an okie doke. I got a gift for you. I think
he liked you too, because I looked in hella scenes. That nigga didn't leave. You know how nigga get that cameo and get up out of there? That nigga was chilling.
Yeah, that's why he was in that video.
Stay on blue. I'm just trying to stay racked up like you. Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair run like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil